The biggest Wolverine story of all time begins here. Published by Benjamin Percy, the story intended to be the ultimate Wolverine story, which tells about what happens to Wolverine when his past meets his future. Welcome to Comicstube YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll review chapter 1 of X Lives of Wolverine. So if you are new here, a sub to this channel would be highly appreciated, and also turn on all the notifications to never miss any future uploads. Please like, comment and share. All the text and images are owned by its respected company. You can support them by purchasing it digitally or from any offline stores. The mutant base known as Wolverine has lived many lives under many identities in the course of his long existence. But never before has the fate of the future been so entwined with the past, which pits Logan against the demons to prevent the death of a key figure in mutant history. The issue opens up with Wolverine standing top of a mountain cliff of Krakoa, thinking about time and his roles in it. He is holding a broken watch and says, "The watch is broken, that's why he is using it. Because a proper watch lets you see the possibility of all time than the digital one, which only shows the single moment that don't exist, that's already gone." Being born in the late 19th century, if something significant happened in the xmen history, Logan was most likely alive for it, which makes him the perfect person to carry out the task which is introduced in this issue. It is also similar to the Days of the Future Past movie. And right from the back, Charles Xavier appears and tells him it is time. Then in the next panel we see the past, where Mrs. Xavier is giving birth to his unborn child Charles, and a lady is taking care of her during the process of giving birth. The father of Charles Xavier is also sentenced. To get some fresh air, he steps outside of his room. But there he sees something is off. As he calls out by the name of his gardener, a head shear flies right at his direction. But before it can impale his body, Logan quickly shows up and saves him from it. He quickly orders Mr. Xavier to go inside and grab a gun and protect his family. Then he faces off against the mysterious body-hopping monster, which carries out the symbol of Omega Red, and Logan must protect the Xavier family from this threat. Back at the Krakoa, the Omega Red infiltrates into the hatchery, where he makes his way through the Krakoa database to find out the details about the carbonadium synthesizer, which takes away the poisonous effect of carbonadium in Omega Red's system. But there he finds out the carbonadium synthesizer was developed by Forge, and the new version of the synthesizer contains additional remote operating devices and surveillance tracker, and the Council will give that synthesizer to Omega Red to take control over his mind. Then in the past we see Mr. Xavier and his butler tries to lock every door and window of the room to save his wife and his unborn child from that monster. But the situation becomes dire as their first child Cassandra being born dead from her mother's womb. Outside of the building, Logan is trying to hold off the gardener who is being possessed by some form of Omega Red. Logan overpowers him and tries to make his final move, but right at that time, the gardener goes back to his normal self. As he turns back looking into the building, we see the butler of Mr. Xavier now possessed with the Omega Red. The butler tries to shoot him with his revolver, but ends up getting shot by Xavier's shotgun and died right at the spot. Mr. Xavier quickly heads into his wife's room and locks the door to prevent the monster entering into the room. But before he can act fast enough, he sees the caretaker become possessed with the Omega Red and she tries to kill his wife. He quickly jumps into the action to save his wife from her, but instead he gets knocked out by the tentacles of her. But before the possessed lady kills Mrs. Xavier, Logan breaks into their room. Back at the present day, Charles Xavier brings Wolverine to Cerebro. He puts on the helmet, then we see the fragments of his life, which includes the fight with the Hulk, Lady Deathstrike, Sabretooth, Omega Red and many more. Then the image moves into the past, where the fight takes place between Logan and the Omega possessed lady. During their fight, Mrs. Xavier successfully gives birth to Charles Xavier. As Logan corners the lady with his bone claw, from the back, Mrs. Xavier appears, carrying her newly born Charles and a shotgun, and threatens both Logan and the possessed caretaker to get away from her baby. She don't know who they are or what they want, but she wants both of them to get out of here right now. Back at the present day, using the teleporter, Omega Red arrives in Russia to find out the truth behind carbonadium synthesizer. But as the soldiers surround Omega Red, boxing him in from all sides, Mikhail Rasputin shows up and welcomes him in his country. Then in the past we see the possessed caretaker attack Mrs. Xavier to kill her newly born child, but Logan manages to grab Charles from the ground. But as that lady charges at Logan, he quickly avoids this attack, and as a result, that lady breaks through the window and falls to the ground. Then his mind quickly jumps into another set of history, where we see Wolverine is tagging with Sabretooth and Maverick, who are in an unknown mission. Sabretooth quickly saves him from a blast, but Wolverine can't remember anything. Then Jean Grey shows up and informs him he is in Colombia. The target is 25 miles south by southwest of here. He has to save Xavier. The clock is ticking. With the different trips through the lives of both Logan and Charles Xavier, the chapter 1 of X Lives of Wolverine comes to a close. Which part do you like the most? Please comment down below. And also please subscribe, as this will motivate me to make more contents. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.